Did I scare you? But hello, we're doing a video about this Nickelodeon infection AU. You probably know this infection AU on TikTok. It's very good. I like it. And here's already an image. I've been taking photos to show you about this infection AU. I'd really like it. You're probably going to like it too. But yeah, the best infection AU I ever came across is this. Even though I am making a Nickelodeon infection AU, not a Nickelodeon, DreamWorks. But let's go ahead and start the video. So first we start with Jimmy Neutron. Obviously, it says he's depressed and easily annoyed. It says he's also sleepy, derived, and often shouts a lot, which is kind of bad. And his infection level is 0. With his show of origin, Adventure of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. Sorry, it doesn't look good. I can't see good. Now we have my boy Danny. His origin show is Danny Neutron. His infection level is 0. Behavior usually helps out around, doesn't really do nonsense, and doesn't like to talk much. That's all we need to know about Danny. Jeez. And he's not in the show. This is the only time we see Danny. Now I have someone that actually is immune finally, which is Jenny. Show origin. I don't know how to say that. That's not a single word I heard about. I never seen this show too, but infection level is immune, which it's very good to have an immune person. A bit moody, sticks with Gur as emotional support. And if you don't know Gur, this is what he looks like. And traumatized, it looks like it says. Yeah. My childhood. Winda. And the show of origin, Fairy Odd Parents. Behavior tries to lighten the mood by staying. I feel bad for this character now. A bit drained, usually the voice of reason. Now we have Zim, which says he's annoyed. And his show origin is Invader Zim, infection level 0, behavior this one is a very bad character, I guess, because he's not doing a lot of help. Insensitive towards human emotion and delusional. And now we have Gur, which I shown you earlier. And obviously, Invader Zim is origin, and it's basically like Zim's pet, but it's a robot. And we have another immune. Finally, more immunes. Very unserious. I can tell because he's like talking about rolling in pizza a lot. Which means major activity of the time. Hangs with Jenny for the lulz. Not aware of the section. Okay, next episode. Now this episode's about the stages of the infection. Now, stage 1, completely fine. Normal behavior, slightly tired, but that can be brushed off. Which, that means when you're in stage 1, you can't barely know anything. Only tiredness. Now, this is when the stages start showing itself. Now, this is stage 2. The infection starts to show itself, orange eyes, pale skin, headaches, and body chills, vomiting. That is just super duper bad for the character. So, yeah. I wonder who made this notes. And now, this is when the infection starts taking over. With stage 3, brain and heart stops beating, death, infection, full control of the victim's body. Limbs and bones start to break, bend, and extend slightly, hostile if in too close of contact. All hope is lost. If y'all want to skip this part because it's going to be a lot of reading, you can. I'll show the time to get to the part to skip this if you want. Since the infection took over my town, I had to flee. I wasn't able to save any of my friends or family, and everything became too late for me to take action. I feel so small and stupid for not seeing this coming. Maybe if I pretend I could have prevented this. So much for boy genius. Now we have a new diary. The day I invent my town, my machine excelled on the speed of light, which caused me to somehow diminish hop. Usually in movies, it caused time travel, but this infected was weird and abnormal. I ended up colliding with this weird green creature who goes by the name of Zim. After the crash, I ended up getting injured while this thing crawled out slightly harmed by the crash. He was very and weird. This guy seemed to me. He had a wholesome robo-dog with him. Kinda reminds me of mine. That's besides the point. Me and Zim grouped together, which was a cancerous experience, but you gotta do what you have to just to get by now, Jimmy. Finally, the last one. My ship was destroyed, so I convinced them to let me onto his, which was a very, process. He repeated the process of accelerating over light speed, and we were able to travel to different dimensions that weirdly were in the same section as us. We were able to gather the remaining survivors. So yeah, that's actually good. They got all the remaining survivors. Jimmy's been a bit sleep depriving since everything happened. Slept in 2 days. Well, that one was kind of hard to read. What's this? The human looks even more pitiful than usual. Has your brain finally collapsed under pressure? This human has a name, and maybe don't bother me right now. I've got enough to deal without your monologue. Haps and reeks do not send to this function of stress. This only proves my superiority. Clearly, I should lead this ragged group of survivors. That's great, but I didn't ask. And then we see Jenny walking in to see what's all this yelling about. Get out of here. Seriously, can you not leave?
Seriously, can you leave?
Already. Lost so much. Isn't that enough? Loss And then we have Zem being annoying, saying, "Ha, a true Icon warrior has no need for such ridiculous semantics." And obviously I like this, saying, "Grr, go collect samples from the infected for the sampling experiments." And obviously the two robots hang out, and Ginny says, "No, Grr, stay with me." Grr, since when do you take orders from a medical human? Sorry, I'm kind of Spanish. With the alien robot yelling at each other, Ginny says, "Since you've been totally treating robots like your servants to do your dirty work," with Gur not listening, saying, "Yay, I like Ginny." Then we see someone's fist hit the table, which obviously is, you know who, Jimmy Neutron. And Jimmy Neutron says, "Enough with the shouting already," with him shouting. And then we see Ginny talking to Gur to go, saying, "Fine, come on, Gur." Now, the next episode. Diary. Honestly, I'm just feed up with them, treating Gur like some type of toy. I'm no saint, but talking adventure of the... Bro, I can barely see the writing. Is really messed up. But I guess feeding into this delusion just fuels his ego. I don't know. I'm just really grieving, and I guess I'm just really on the edge, Ginny. Now we have more notes by an unknown. Yesterday, we went screaming through different dimensions for internal data and some leftover survivors, and we found a girl by the name of Stepina. She was really injured badly, so we took her in. Wenda caught her with a blade trying to do, what to herself, and gave her a talk about it. We tried to keep a close eye on her when possible. Then we got shown by her, which is the person that was trying to kill herself with a blade. Her name is Steptina, show of origin, Lazy Town. If you don't know what Lazy Town, it's this. And the behavior is doesn't talk unless needed to, tries to off herself, often due to PTSD, and night, whatever, I can't see because of the logo thing. Usually hangs alone with Wenda, Genie, Gur, and sometimes SpongeBob, which, if y'all don't know, I helped the owner make SpongeBob for a boss fighting scene, and I hope they still use it, but yeah. Then we get posted, this is the last part of the series, but they will post more. And they said Genie and Gur ended up in Lazy Town after searching for clues and maybe some DNA or anything that can help bring a veteran into existence. Now we have more notes by Ginny. Before we found something, the town was totally empty and the air felt creepy, almost like something was out there somewhere. Usually when we go to these worlds, there's some sort of infected or life around. It was like everyone left in a hurry, but Gur pointed something out behind a tree. Ginny, come closer. And the threat level was low, infected, Sport cause hunger, really hungry. Stage 4, low of origin, lazy town. Over 100 people killed. Behavior, ordinal, son, and eats the corpse of the habits of lazy town. Has good hearing and eyesight, but lacks intelligence, which is pretty bad because he's in stage 4, which there's no hope. It's sad. So I hope you like this infection at you. Here's the creator's not channel but TikTok, because it's only a TikTok infection at you. So bye.